Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Bad Bookers Wrestling Podcast. My name is Jack, and I'm in a bit of a different occasion. I'm at work, like the good old days, being at work, doing a review. Um, it was SmackDown Live tonight. It was a pretty decent show, in my opinion. It wasn't too bad for a go-home show. Kind of a go-home show, I guess. Go-home show for a Crown Jewel, obviously, which happened on Friday, in name redacted, if we want to say that. But shall we kick on with the actual review? Because I want to make this quite a quick one. We kicked off the night with AJ Styles coming out in his hometown of Atlanta, Georgia. I believe it was in Atlanta, Georgia. Is he from Atlanta, Georgia? He's from Georgia, I know that much. And he didn't really say much. He just called out Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan came out and said, "Look, I respect you, but I just want the title, pretty much." And AJ said, "You know what? Last week I said that the Pele kick wasn't meant for you, but I lied. It was meant for you, Daniel." And Daniel was like, "Yeah, I thought as much. I'm a very honest man, and I want to smack you right in the face at the moment." And AJ said, "Look, we don't have to wait until Crown Jewel to defend this title. I'll defend it tonight in my hometown." And they did. Just like that. Shane McMahon came out and said, "Yeah, we're going to move the Crown Jewel WWE title match to now. AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE title on SmackDown Live." Daniel Bryan's definitely not going then. Fair play to him. Same as John Cena, 100% not going. Great. Have it on SmackDown. Fantastic. It was a very, very good match. It was about a 40-minute match, I think. No, not 40 minutes, about half a hour match. And it was very good, as you would expect from AJ and Daniel Bryan. And AJ won, obviously, because he wasn't going to lose it. Daniel Bryan tapped out, which I thought was interesting. He tapped out to the calf crusher. I thought it was pretty mad. There was a story with Daniel Bryan injuring his leg earlier on in the match. But to see Daniel Bryan tap was a bit insane, if you ask me. It was a bit insane. But yeah, Daniel Bryan, AJ had a fantastic match, and AJ won. But that wasn't the end of the story, because everyone thought, yeah, that's a title match. They're not going to have a WWE title match at Crown Jewel. Out came Samoa Joe, a returning Samoa Joe. Took out both Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles. And now Samoa Joe's got a title shot at Crown Jewel. It's weird. It's a weird one. So we had Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles tonight. Samoa Joe attacked them both, and it's okay. It's a bit weird with the whole Daniel Bryan thing. It must be a little bit complicated, but AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe at Crown Jewel. Title's not going to change hands on the glorified house show. It's just going to harm Samoa Joe. They could have stuck anyone in it, but okay. I'm not going to complain if they can put on a good match. Put on a good match. Should we move swiftly on then? Big E in a match against Cesaro in a trick or street fight. It was a very Halloween-based gimmick match. The New Day came out as the Brood, with the Brood entrance and everything. It was very, very fun to watch. Sheamus came out as I don't know what he was. His beard was dyed white, and he was very more pale than he usually is. It was a bit weird, but yeah, Big E defeating Cesaro in this match. It wasn't much to say. It was a very gimmicky match because obviously there's pumpkins everywhere. There was the apple bobbing bucket. If you know, us Brits, we don't really take Halloween too seriously, not compared to the Americans anyway, so it's all a bit of a weird one to us, to me anyway. So I'm going to move swiftly on with that. We then had Shinsuke Nakamura versus who was supposed to be Ty Dillinger, but Ty injured his hands in a house show yesterday, I believe, and couldn't make it. I believe he required surgery on his hands, so R-Truth stepped in for what I believe was a non-title match, but it didn't matter in the end because Shinsuke defeated R-Truth fairly easily. R-Truth still got a bit of offense in, but it was a very swift match. And yeah, Shinsuke needs to be on SmackDown more. He's not defending the title at Crown Jewel. He probably won't defend the title at Survivor Series because it would probably be a US versus IC belt or be in the 5v5 match. So I don't know when he's next going to defend the belt. I'm happy that Shinsuke's got a belt. It's just, what's the point? What is the point? We had a promo with Becky Lynch saying, yeah, I'm the man. I am the last woman standing. I defeated Charlotte Flair and I deserved it at Evolution. But what's next for Becky Lynch? Obviously, she ran down Ronda Rousey and ended it with, I'm coming to Survivor Series to take your bloody arm, pretty much, which is fantastic. Armbar versus armbar. It's going to be a good match, and I fully expect Ronda to win, but Ronda needs to pin Becky. If Becky Lynch taps, that could really, really harm her, in my opinion. Ronda needs to pin Becky. Ronda hasn't pinned anyone yet, I don't think. Only used the armbar. This is the right time to have Ronda pin Becky if you're going to have Ronda win. Obviously, I would love for Becky to win, but I can't see Ronda losing. But have Ronda pin Becky. Next up, we had the main event of the evening. There wasn't much to say about this main event. It was a tag team match between the 4 SmackDown competitors for the World Cup on Friday. Randy Orton and The Miz versus Jeff Hardy, Rey Mysterio. It was a fun match. It wasn't a great match. It was okay. Jeff Hardy and Rey Mysterio picking up the win. Rey Mysterio hitting a 619 on The Miz, who then fell in the right zone for Jeff Hardy to Swanton Bomb and pick up the win over The Miz. So that's interesting, considering The Miz and Jeff are facing off against each other. So maybe The Miz wins, beats Jeff Hardy on Friday and qualifies for the semi-final. We don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But earlier on in the night, Shane McMahon said that whoever gets to the final, if you lose in the final to a Raw superstar, you will get fired from SmackDown Live, which is interesting considering Survivor Series is coming up. We're going to have Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. It's very interesting to see what could happen if they actually run with this storyline and not do a WWE where they kind of just forget about it. If whoever loses in the final, if it is a SmackDown competitor, will they actually get fired? Will they move to Raw, and will they be on Team Raw? Be interesting to find out. I've probably missed a load of it, but I'm running off what they've already put on the WWE website. I can't remember missing anything. There was this promo. There was a little promo where Paige asked Charlotte to be SmackDown team captain for the women's 5v5. Charlotte said, I don't think I'm the right one for the job. Paige said, don't be a dick, pretty much. And then we didn't get an answer for that. Other than that, nothing really happened. Just a big announcement that Daniel Bryan definitely wasn't going to Crown Jewel and that Samoa Joe's taken his place. We had the tag team match, the Becky Lynch promo, the Brood Day, as they're calling them, versus Cesaro. Yeah, it was an okay SmackDown. It did a job. For a go-home show, it was fine. But yeah, like I said, it was a quick one. I'm sorry it wasn't more informative, I guess. It's bloody cold outside, absolutely freezing my tits off. And, I wasn't really inspired by SmackDown tonight. It didn't warm my cockles at all. But if you did enjoy it, please leave a like. Please subscribe to the channel if you are new or you haven't done so already. And I shall see you for a review of Crown Jewel. One that I don't really want to do, but I'm going to because I'm going to be watching it, so I might as well review it. But I just want it to be over. I want Friday to come and go as fast as possible because no one wants to be there. No one really wants to watch it, but I'm going to watch it. I've paid for the network. It's there to be watched. Just don't really agree with it. But well, I just hope it comes and goes as fast as possible. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you again for Friday evening, because it's at 4 o'clock, Crown Jewel in the UK. Fantastic. Thank you very much for watching.